Welcome back, adventurers, once again to Let's Play ChäoS Head. And in the last episode, Takumi Nishijo's worst fears were realized the moment he set foot into his classroom over at Suame Academy. As he anticipated, the delinquents pretty much mocked him to no end for the unfortunate stunt through which he was dragged into no fault of his own on top of the O-Front building. Needless to say, once again, Takumi's personal/private life has pretty much been completely and utterly broadcast to the world and thus destroyed. To the point where even Daisuke Mizumi won't associate with him for fear of his own reputation being destroyed just as easily. A sentiment that Takumi himself can't entirely blame Daisuke for, though he can blame him for his usual attitude, but I digress. However, a rather peculiar thing has happened. In the midst of all this, someone has actually been speaking to Takumi. The one voice speaking out in favor of him that he does in fact possess value and that he isn't worthless. But who is this mysterious person? I can tell you who it isn't. It's not Rimisaki Hata. It's clearly somebody we don't know. I looked around the... let me read that again. I looked around the classroom one more time. Everyone had gone petrified, their mouths closed in response to my suspicious behavior. I couldn't spot anyone who seemed to be speaking. It's understandable that everyone else would be wary of Takumi since he started laughing maniacally out of the blue. For starters, this voice gave me a weird sensation, like it was resonating directly in my head. Odd. Very odd indeed. An oral hallucination? Or had I created a new delusionary girl? Well, whoever is speaking to us obviously is doing so through telepathy because there is no other explanation for how that person could know exactly what we were thinking, obviously. Huh? What just happened? She'd answered my thoughts. Because somehow she is psychic. And somehow I don't think that that's a delusion either. Had she read my mind? No, it must be imaginary.
コズピーってなんだよ
Who is Kozupi?
ここってどこ誰なの
When I shouted, my classmates scooted away from me as though fleeing. As they actually should be.
西条くんに価値がないなんて、そんなの全然違う。
The voice didn't answer my questions. It continued talking, using peculiar intonation.
むしろ西条くんのことをひどく言うクラスのみんなの方が価値がないから。
I went cold. I had goosebumps. Yeah, also in the last episode, Takumi himself had a very negative viewpoint of his classmates as well. Something that was almost seemingly beyond his control. This is what she said in a very bright and cheerful tone.
いいと思うなら殺しても
Stop it already. Hunched over my seat, I held my head. The world didn't reset itself. I didn't return to the parallel world where Rimi was. Nope, no jumping between world lines for you, Takumi Nishijo. Not this time. And needless to say, unless you count delusions, nobody else has anything that can actually manipulate events to cause a world line shift. Whatever the case, it seemed like I'd gone completely crazy. You almost did in the last episode. And speaking of shifting, we're shifting away to somewhere else. Somewhere other than Suame Academy. And we're back here. When Barn visited it again for the first time in a week, the Freesia office looked somewhat different than before. It doesn't look that different to me. The mountain of documents piled up on each employee's desk had now completely vanished. Well, they're definitely diligent and efficient. It must be that they went tumbling down in the earthquake, followed by Momose giving the orders to clean everything up. Thanks to that, the office left a clean, refreshed impression on him, as opposed to his usual disheveled attire. Regarding it from the corner of his eyes as he sighed, Barnes settled down and excuse me, had something in my mouth there for a second. Barnes settled down in the wheelchair he pulled over. He fanned his face busily with his beloved fan. Usual habit. Momose, who had been typing away at her notebook PC, cast a glance at his gloomy countenance and knit her eyebrows together.
なーに来るなりため息なんてついて。
なあ、ももちゃん。何にもないとこから剣が出てくるって手品見たことあるかい？
Of course, Barn is still shocked by what happened with Senna over in the avenue.
さあ、手品なんて詳しくないから。
Of course, Momose doesn't know about that yet.
じゃあ、瞬間移動は？
箱の中に入ってとかそういうこと？
Not your contemporary magician's tricks.
いや、そうじゃなくて。
Yeah, even though Barn is trying to put a carefree face on it, the truth of the matter is that he is actually genuinely shaken up. The new gen crimes were one thing, but what Senna just pulled has probably shaken his sense of reason to the core.
一体何が言いたいわけ？宴会芸でも覚えたいの？
Of course, Momose thinks that Barn is up to his usual antics, though I think even as skilled an investigator as she might notice the smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes.
わかんねえならいいんだ。多分関係ないことだからさ。
You can brush it off if you want, Barn, but I can tell that this has taken its toll on you.
変な人ね。
It seems that Momose hasn't noticed. Momose shrugged and took one of the bean paste buns that Barn had brought as refreshments, popping it into her mouth. Oh, and Sue's here as well. Sue brought over 2 paper cups. The green tea he'd poured in one of them was steaming.
あら悪いわね、スバちゃん。お茶組なんてさせちゃって。今日美穂ちゃん風邪で休んでて。
So he's pretty much playing gopher, as usual.
いや、大丈夫っす。
Smiling breezily, he handed Momose and Barn their paper cups. He too doesn't quite know about the video camera. Barn had taken Sewer in here in the past when they were working on a different case. Ever since he'd begun looking more to Momose as a mentor rather than to Barn as direct superior. I wonder why. Momose had also taken a liking to the young and honest Sewer, and she didn't disparage him the way she did Barn.
それより何の話してたんすか？
どうやったら父兄に受ける宴会芸を覚えられるかってそうだわな。
Barn is definitely playing his cards close to his chest yet again.
はあ、そりゃ興味深いっす。
And as with Momose, Sewer exhibits no curiosity there whatsoever.
スワちゃん、こんなダメ刑事なんかといつまでもつるんでちゃダメよ。もっと優秀な上司に就くのをおすすめするわ。でないとあなたの出世街道が断たれちゃう。
まるで俺が出世絶望的みてえな言い方だな。
事実でしょ。悔しかったらもっと真面目に仕事しなさい。
してるんだがな。
Ignoring Barn, who'd scrunched up his face as if he just couldn't accept it, Momose held the box of bean pastries out to Sewer.
スワちゃんも食べて。
あ、どうもっす。
言っとくが、それは俺が自腹で買ってきたもんだぞ。
先輩、いただきます。
Watching his junior bow his head neatly and reach a hand towards the bean pastries, Barn sighed yet again.
それより二人ともこれを見て。
It seems like Momose has something of interest. There in the corner there you can see the words gravitation error rate. Exactly what Barn had Sewer investigating beforehand. A line graph was displayed on her laptop's monitor, raising and falling like waves. It drew gentle curves. Sewer, who had circled behind Barn, tilted his head as he peered at it.
これ、何のグラフっすか？
ここ1年の渋谷近辺の G レートよ。おかしいと思わない？
渋谷の平均 G レートが世界的に見ても高いってのは、ももちゃんに教えてもらったんだぜ。
That she did.
そうじゃなくて、
There is something else at work here.
気のせいかもしれないけど、G レートが何者かによって操作されてるような気がするの。
そんなことできるんすか？
さあ。でもグラフを見ると、なんだか不自然なのよね。
Unfortunately, Momose's hunch is right on the money. But they're still a long way off from even getting close to pinpointing the conspirators over at the Nozomi Corporation.
数値が小刻みに変動しすぎてる。10年ぐらい前まで遡って調べてみたんだけど、ここ5年ぐらいはずっとそんな調子なのよ。
So in other words, they've been experimenting with the G rates since 2003, 2004.
前に太田教授だっけか、その人が言ってた、G レートが半年前から増加してるとかね、その辺と関係あるの？
太田教授の調査では G レートはそんなに細かい変動は起こさないっていうことなのよ。
And yet it is, furthering Momose's hunch that it's being manipulated artificially, which indeed it is.
何らかの異常が起こってて、そこに人為的なものを感じるってことか。
でも5年っすよ。それだけ続いてれば異常じゃなくて正常な状態と言えなくもないんじゃないですか？
もう一つあるの。グラフを細かく調べていくと G レートは毎週末に伸びる傾向にあるのよ。
週休2日のサラリーマンにはありがたいこったな。俺には関係ねえけど。
Something tells me that's not what Momose was trying to point out there, Barn.
ああ、 土日に休み欲しいっすね。自分もう2ヶ月休みなしっすよ。
Momose shook her head a little in response to the disappointed-looking detectives. Both of whom had hung their heads.
茶化してる場合じゃないわ。1週間ごとに定期的に変動してるのよ。しかも年末年始やお盆休みなんかは変動がピタリと止まる。何かの意志が働いているとしか思えないわ。
It's more than just an assumption, Momose. You can count on it.
年末年始やお盆休みがあるのって人間だけだよな。動物や植物はそんなもんあるわけねえもんな。
In other words, even the Nozomi conspirators celebrate national holidays.
実は地球の意志とか。
Yet again, one might be tempted to say this is the choice of Steins Gate, but not this time.
地球の意志だが、もし仮にそんなもんがあったとして、地球が明けましておめでとうとか言うかな。
冗談っすよ。
年末年始はともかくお盆休みは日本にしかない風習よね。
Indeed, which narrows the search down a lot. That basically means that whoever is manipulating, which we of course know by now as the three trio over at Nozomi, they're here in the heart of Japan. Moreover, they might even be in Shibuya altogether, which is definitely a possibility, probably even a reality.
日本人の社会活動と同期しすぎて。
Barn is following Momose's train of thought.
渋谷っすから当然なんじゃ。
Indeed, and that, my dear Sua, is the problem and the point.
ちなみにこことここ見て。
Said Momose, pointing first to the very center of the line graph, and then to the most recent date on the far right-hand side.
この2箇所はすごく伸びているでしょう。
一番右はこの1年の最高記録みたいな。
1年どころかこの10年で最高よ。
日付は
真ん中は3ヶ月前。覚えてる？小さな地震があったでしょ。
ああ、震度3でなぜか8人も死んだ。あれか。あの犠牲者ってなんで死んだのか理由はまだ特定できてないんじゃなかったか。
Ah yes, that previous earthquake.
さあ、そうでしたっけ？
Ignoring the two detectives' exchange, Momose continued her explanation.
で、一番右はこの間の地震の日。あの日、大規模な電磁波が発生したのは知ってるわよね。
Indeed, all too well.
渋谷中のコンピューターが壊れたらしいな。俺はアナログ人間だからよくわからんが。
自分も自宅のノーパソがやられたっす。普及してる暇がなくて。
あれは地震の影響で電磁波が起きたって言われてるけど、真相は全く逆かもしれない。
In other words, whatever had attacked Takumi Nishijo psychologically and ultimately everyone else might have resulted in the earthquake itself.
電磁波の影響で地震が起きた。
おいおい、そんなことテレビや新聞じゃ言ってなかったぞ。
No, indeed. The media are all reporting as if the opposite were true, which is very telling. But of course, as Momose mentioned to Barn earlier, somebody has enough pull to manipulate things on the statewide television.
あくまで私の推測だけど、この2つの地震は天災じゃなくて人災かもって思ってるの。だってどっちも普通じゃないもん。前の地震では震度3っていう規模なのに8人も亡くなってるし、 そして今回は震度5で118人。
死にすぎって言いたいのか。
Indeed, people died where they should not.
さっきバンちゃん言ったでしょ。亡くなった方の大半は死因が不明って。
And they weren't killed by falling debris, that's for certain.
そんなの尋常じゃないわ。
まあ確かに。
それに空が白く染まったっていう噂もある。
Now, that was no rumor. That actually happened. And the sky didn't just turn white.
そういえば時間が経つにつれて全く報道されなくなった。
Yeah, there's definitely something fishy going on here.
マスコミに何らかの圧力があったのかもね。
まさか。
Sue, of course, seems totally lost and clueless.
迷惑か。
Probably not a good idea to say that name in front of your subordinate.
おそらくそうよ。
マジっすか？
明和党とつながりのある企業団体を洗うべきかもな。
That is either going to be a long list or a heavily classified exclusive list.
もうやったわよ。
Or maybe not.
さすがももちゃん、相変わらず仕事早いね。で、
Momose raised both hands in a huge stretch. She tilted her head a little, making the bones in her neck crack pleasantly. Perhaps a little too eager there for her information, Barn.
それらしい当たりはなし。お手上げよ。
Yeah, they're definitely covering their tracks.
お手上げって、ももちゃん。
やっぱももちゃんさんの推測が間違いなんじゃ。
Little too skeptical there, Sua. Then again, what else is new?
そうかもしれないわね。
But then again, yeah.
これでも結構時間かけて調べたのよ。本業そっちのけでね。でも行き詰まっちゃったわ。よほど巧妙に隠されているか。スワちゃんの言う通り、私の推測が見当外れでしかないのか。
No, you're probably not wrong. It's just that they have extreme pull and tenacity.
こういう時は別の方向から攻めてみるってのがデカの鉄則だぜ。
It looks like Barn is finally going to do his job for the first time in a while.
先輩、なんか心当たりあるんすか？
Stopping his fan-waving hand, Barn licked his lips.
週末に G レートが上がって得するやつって誰なんだろうな。
That is actually a very intriguing question. Probably one that needs to be answered. And we're back with Takumi. Since then, I'd stopped hearing hallucinations, but I couldn't stand staying in the classroom any longer, and I spent nearly half the day cooped up in the bathroom waiting for classes to end. And this segue is going to bring an end to this episode of Let's Play ChäoS Head, and when we return, hopefully Takumi can figure out what the hell is going on, and who this mysterious Kozupi is. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.